Writing is introspective, right?
Yes, sir.
By definition, it is introspective, right?
Yes, sir.
So why you use these big words? Okay, what according to you is the single most important problem facing India today?
We talk about India that there is unity in diversity. Diversity I can understand. There are different religion, different castes, different regions. What is unity part of that?
Supreme Court in the judgment stated bail, not jail. But in the case of Umar Khalid and Sharjil Imam, they granted bail to 5 of the other accused, but not to these 2.
So what is Nano talking about? And why was Narayanpur a hub for Naxals?
Mr. Rounak Aggarwal.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are from Chhattisgarh.
Yes, sir.
Why that area is called Chhattisgarh?
So there are various theories for that. The prominent one being that there were 36 forts within Chhattisgarh, and hence the name.
Any other theory? Because you were saying that there are many theories.
So that's the main theory that I'm aware of.
Your hobby is introspective writing. What is that?
So in introspective writing, I try to analyze my tactics and my behavior through the lens of my perception and how do I encounter the world. I try to do that through writing.
In simple words, that is called diary writing.
Yes, sir.
So why introspective writing? Why not simply diary writing?
So I have written introspective writing because I want to limit the aim of my diary writing.
Every diary writing is introspective writing.
Yes, sir.
By definition, it is introspective writing.
Yes, sir.
So why you use these big words?
So sorry, I have used them in the way I have viewed it. However,
Sorry?
So I have written that in my limited understanding of how I view it. That could be generalized.
So you introspect. I hope you also look around on the society also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what according to you is the single most important problem facing India today? Mother of all problems. Just like mother of deeds. So which is mother of all problems facing India today?
So I think the major problem that India is facing sociologically is that there is lack of social cohesion, which leads to social distrust.
Lack of social cohesion.
Yes, sir.
What are the factors? Since you are a student of sociology, so what are the factors of this lack of social cohesion?
So some of the factors are groupthink.
Sorry?
Groupthink.
Word.
So the second factor is allegiance to a limited self of identity, and also the traditional hierarchy rules.
So is our politics somewhere connected with this or not?
So I think politics lies above the social problems where politics tends to exploit it. However, they are not originated from politics.
They are not originated from politics. Lack of social cohesion is not originated from politics. When there are parties which do the politics of religious identity,
Yes, sir.
then there are parties which do the politics of caste identity, regional identity, language identity, and you say that this process is not connected with politics. How can there be social cohesion if suppose somebody expects you to behave politically on the basis of the fact that you are Aggarwal, or some politics expects you to behave solely on the basis of the fact that you are from Chhattisgarh and forget everything else? Will such politics help in cohesion?
No, sir.
Then?
So I meant to say that politics aggravates the existing division and therefore it furthers it. However, I think the origination is beyond politics.
Just a kind of feedback before my colleague asks you next question.
Sir,
Okay, Ronak, just taking a cue from this. We talk about about India that there is unity in diversity. Diversity I can understand. There are different religion, different castes, different regions. What is unity part of that? How it is unity? What is unity?
So, India's there is cultural unity where people coexist. They celebrate festivals together. Secondly,
Everybody celebrates. Southern people celebrate their own festival. Northern people celebrate their own. Punjab is a different festival. So how can you say there is a common? All people celebrate the common festival. Every region has their own festival. They celebrate according to the region.
In fact, there are people who would be doing hangama on 14 February because they don't want anybody to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Today,
And there are people who want 25th December to be celebrated not as Christmas but as Tulsi Vivah or something. So answer this question.
so where do you see unity?
sir, regarding that the cultural differences on state level, I think even if we call them by different names, for example, Makar Sankranti, Pongal, all of them fall on the same day, and we celebrate the new harvest. Therefore, there is a single cultural rooting. So, and secondly, sir, the opposition to certain festivals, I think, sir, is very limited to a certain section and is not of the general nature.
Many full state opposes many times.
Still,
So don't you think there is some this phrase doesn't hold good in case of India? Unity in diversity.
Yes, sir, the unity part could be much more strengthened.
Okay, you tell me. No, now Chabhar airport port you have heard?
Yeah.
In the budget there was no allocation for that port. I saw in the paper yesterday. And we and Iran are collaborating to develop that port as our route to Middle East and Central Asia and all these areas. So what will happen to this now project? What is your take on this?
So the US administration has currently sanctioned the Chabahar port. The exemption deadline is coming to an end. That is why I think there was no allocation. However, so there is a diplomatic endeavor to be granted further exemption from US sanctions, which will lead to.
But we have not allocated any funds. Even if the sanction is uplifted, no money is there for that project. So what will happen? What will be the fate of that project now? You must have think over it. Similarly, in case of Bangladesh, we have reduced the grant aid from 120 crore to 60 crore. Our relations are already on declining side. That will add fuel to the fire. Do you think these were the right decisions?
So I think those decisions reflect the geopolitical constraints as well as the.
How would you justify these decisions? I want to know. Suppose why on the one hand Pakistan is supporting Bangladesh on cricket issue, China is helping them in many defense industries, UAVs. I read it 2-3 days back. India is reducing the grant. They will go in. Bangladesh is already in the lap of Pakistan and China. Then, how would you? What is your view of this matter?
So my view is that apart from the direct line of credit and aid, there are other ways like market access that we have given to Bangladesh that would lead to furthering of ties.
Bangladesh is opposed to India, EU, mother of all deals, you know. Bangladesh opposed it. So you think over it. Okay. My last question. You come from Chhattisgarh. Now the government of India says by 31st March, Naxalism will be over. First thing, whether you agree to that thing, it will be over by 31st March?
Yes, sir. I think Naxalism as a militant movement would be on the very much decline by 31st March, given the huge number of surrenders as well as the number of encounters.
You tell me you are a sociology student. By just surrendering or by eliminating the Naxals, this movement will be finished?
No, sir. However, so the deadline of 31st March also pertains to
Violence may be reduced, but feeling of that idealism of Naxalism is not dead. Can you say that?
Yes.
What is your view?
So my view is that the deadline of 31st March also pertains to the government schemes saturation. So we are also working on 100% delivery of various government schemes, including AWAS, water, and government administration. So that would lead to mainstreaming and integration of tribal.
So it will take many years that thinking of nationalism should be over. It will take years. Okay, thank you.
हाँ चलिए आप इट्स ओके
Mr.
Rounak.
Yeah, tell us something about Ramjas College, from where you have done your graduation.
So Ramjas College was established in 1917 by Shri Lala Ramjas in the memory of his late father, Shri Lala Rai Kedarnath. So that called.
एक मिनट
जी sir.
एस्टेब्लिश्ड बाय लाला रामजस और एस्टेब्लिश्ड बाय लाला केदारनाथ
Sorry sir, I misspoke. That.
चलिए आगे
Sorry sir.
कोई बात नहीं आगे चलिए हाँ
So the college was established by Shri Lala Rai Kedarnath ji in memory of his father Shri Lala Ramjas. So the college aimed to open the education for the middle class of the country, when Hindu College and St. Stephen College was restricted to the elites.
Any prominent alumni from Ramjas College you can name?
So some of the prominent alumni are Shri Vivekanand Sinha ji, who is currently ADGP Naxal operations in Chhattisgarh. So in the field of films, we have Shri Manoj Vajpayee sir.
Name 6 more colleges from North Campus.
So some of the colleges from North Campus are St. Stephen College, Hansraj College, Hindu College, and Karyodimal College, Shri Ram College of Commerce, and so that's all I can recall.
Daulat Ram, Khalsa College. You've done your graduation. Okay, 3 prominent areas where you are moving around markets in
अराउंड योर
around your college or the North Campus.
So some of the areas that I visited were Kamla Nagar. So secondly, for leisure, I went to there is a ridge nearby, and thirdly, sort of the.
कमला नगर में योर फेवरेट जॉइंट
Sir, I just went to street shops over there.
Huh?
Just to street shops over there.
नॉट टू छोले भटूरे
Yes,
चाचा के छोले भटूरे
yes, sir.
एनीवे सर
In this Supreme Court in the judgment stated bail, not jail. But in the case of Umar Khalid and Sharjil Imam, they granted bail to 5 of the other accused, but not to these 2. Why?
So Supreme Court in that case established that there is a hierarchy of involvement where the 2 accused who were not granted bail had a greater degree in invigorating the masses.
What was the reason? Under which act?
So under the UAP Act 1967.
Do you think this? You agree with this? They are already in the jail for 5 years.
So I think the degree of involvement, as the Honorable Supreme Court has said, and the amount of the time they have spent in jail currently doesn't demand the exception of bail.
your view. We knew the Supreme Court's view. He is asking your view. And so far as hierarchy of involvement is concerned, do you agree with Supreme Court's observation or implicit observation that both Sharjil Imam and what's the other name? Umar Khalid.
Umar Khalid, they continued to stay?
Both are at the same level of hierarchy of involvement, or is there some differentiation?
So, in my opinion, that they have demanded, there were alleged speech where they demanded severance of chicken neck. I think that
Sharjil Imam said that, not Umar Khalid.
yes, sir.
That is Sharjil Imam.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of the
So say that.
specific
Say
allegation.
that then. Say that.
Okay, so please read that entire thing. Okay. My last question is, what is your say about this air pollution in Delhi?
So, my take on air pollution on Delhi is that the anthropogenic factors such as vehicular emissions and industrial emissions have exacerbated the situation which lays on the top of winter conditions that are prevalent in Delhi.
How we can eradicate, how we can remove it? Your answers are very short, you're becoming very specific. How we can remove it? Give two reasons.
So, the two ways that in which you could eradicate is firstly moving towards electric vehicles, because in a recent study by CAQM, vehicular emission accounted for about 25% of total pollution. So, there is also an incentive policy under EV policy of Delhi. Secondly, the current GRAP enforcement take place on the observed AQI. However, so there is a provision that the GRAP could be enforced based upon the predicted AQI.
By the way, what is the full form of GRAP?
So it is graded response action plan.
Okay. So, sir.
Tell me what you have done MSc in particle physics and what?
So effective field theory.
Effective field theory. So does this fusion and fission, it comes in this only?
No, sir. No, sir. They are more in the domain of nuclear physics.
It is a separate subject. Okay. So what is nanotechnology?
So nanotechnology is the technology where we deal with the scale of nano scale of 10 to the power minus 9 meter. We try to devise devices for that for human benefit.
Where can we use it?
So some of the applications of nanotechnology could be in medical physics, where nano delivery mechanisms could be used. So secondly, in space sector, when nano satellites are being used and the
Nano satellite, how it will work?
so the transistors and the sensors used on that are of nanoscale.
And tell me, EPFO is for the welfare of the employees, and it collects money from them, then it gives them to employees and particularly. So how this money is invested?
So EPFO has a finance and investment committee which invests it, and so there are general rules on how to invest it. We predominantly invest in debts. Apart from that, so we also invest in equities and some bonds.
Loan to government,
Yes, sir.
bonds.
Yes.
And what are the welfare activities by EPFO?
Sorry, sir, I couldn't get the question.
What are the welfare activities like hospitals or
So the hospital and medical.
or compensation during accidents and this and pension? How it is done?
So there is a provision of pension scheme where any person who has done 10 years of service would be eligible for pension. Apart from that, sir, there is death linked insurance. If a person experiences death due to any work related event, they would be granted insurance money.
Okay, sir. Rounak, tell me, you were posted in Jagdalpur also. What is Abujmar?
So Abujmar is a large patch of forests which spans the districts of Sukma, Bastar and Dantewada.
Dantewada. And what is Dankaranya?
So that refers to the same forest, I think.
So what is the historical background of Dankaranya?
So the historical background is that Sri Ram, during his forest residence, he resided in the place of Dandakaranya, Apart from that, so after post-independence, the refugee settlement also took place in Dandakaranya.
From which area?
So from Bangladesh.
After independence?
Yes, sir. After Bangladesh war.
After independence or
After Bangladeshi war and before that.
1970 war?
Yes, sir.
From 1969 to 71.
And why was Narayanpur a hub for Naxals?
So Narayanpur offered the conduit where they could change the state boundaries and therefore escape the state police jurisdiction. That's why.
And what were the challenges for security forces to operate in that area?
So the challenges were that the police didn't have jurisdiction and the Naxals could easily cross the forest. Secondly, so the police didn't have adequate forest training in guerrilla warfare, which the Naxals were excellent at.
Tell me, what is the risk of over-dependence of AI for governance?
So some of the risk on over-dependence on AI is that it could lead to bias because it is trained on existing technology. So secondly, that could lead to delocalization of data where big companies. So thirdly, we could lose the human touch. So fourthly, the ethics of AI and the culpability of any event is not yet clear.
Okay. Since you are from sociology, what is better, subsidies or targeted welfare?
So I think targeted welfare is better because that gives the agency to the individual so that they can decide.
Okay, so I'm done. Sir.
Okay. So, certain clarity of concepts is required.
Okay, sir.
Just as on AI, you were quite clear and you answered well.
Okay.
But on other issues, you require some clarity of concepts.
Okay, sir.
And also the moral courage to express oneself categorically,
Okay, sir.
politely, firmly, but clearly.
Okay, sir.
For example, on the question of elimination of Naxalism, a political phenomenon cannot be eliminated properly in a calendar-bound framework.
Yes, sir.
There has to be a patient political process for that. You could have said that.
Okay, sir.
That your government declares 31st March or whatever, but it will take time because it's an ongoing political process.
Okay.
So, similarly with reference to other questions also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what I really feel concerned about, lack of observation of your immediate surroundings. You studied in Ramjas, that is North Campus,
Yes, sir.
and you could not recall the names of colleges.
Sorry.
There are so many colleges around Ramjas. Just across the street there is Daulatram. On the other hand there is Krodimal, just behind Krodimal is Hansraj. उधर हिंदू स्टीफेंस, ये 5-6 कॉलेज तो रामजस के आसपास है.
Yes, sir.
इधर उधर कहीं जाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. थोड़ा सा आगे जाइए तो मिरांडा और खालसा.
Yes, sir.
You could not recall all these names.
Yes, sir.
ये ठीक नहीं है. This is my impression. Otherwise it's okay, good. लेकिन इन चीजों पे ध्यान दीजिए.
जी सर.
Anything else?
बस यू प्लीजिंग
थोड़ा इनर्जी रखो बेटा
बस बाकी ठीक है, कोई चिंता नहीं है. नॉलेज बेस अच्छी है आपकी. जब छूट 10 दिन है, अभी 20 दिन है.
आपका कब है?
23rd तो है,
20 तारीख को अभी है, 20 दिन है.
और तब तक एक सबमिट भी हो जाएगा, उसका भी पढ़ लेना, पहले से ही पढ़ के रख लेना.
और एआई पे आपकी तैयारी ठीक ठाक है, आपने सही जवाब दिए उसके एथिक्स वगैरह के, तो सबमिट होगी, उसमें जुड़े हुए सवाल भी होंगे, तो उस पर, लेकिन इसी तरह और चीज़ों पर भी क्लियर हो.
ओके सर.
ठीक है.
सर मे आई आस्क समथिंग. सर आपने जब शुरू में क्वेश्चन खत्म किया था, यू आस्क्ड कि बी ब्लंट एंड पोलाइट एंड ऑनेस्ट.
नॉट ब्लंट, बी फोर्थराइट, क्लियर,
ओके.
पोलाइट एंड फर्म.
Even if they say blunt, you don't have to be blunt.
Translate, even if I said blunt, translate it in a proper word.
So is it that I'm not being critical enough and not?
It's not a question of being critical or not critical.
Okay.
It's a question of avoiding the issue.
Okay, sir.
and avoiding the issue in a way which you do realize yourself that you are doing it.
Yes, sir.
I mean, tell me, can you really say that Naxal problem will be over by 31st of March? Can anybody say that?
No, so there would be a political ideology of Naxalism latent there.
1 year down the line, they can rise again.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, about this Sharjil Imam and Umar Khalid, you say that with due respect to Supreme Court,
Okay, sir.
it's rather interesting and rather sad that these boys have been there for 5 years and there is no bail. Why can't you say that?
Okay, sir.
And also remember this, Sharjil Imam made that speech,
Yes, sir.
कि chicken neck तोड़ देंगे or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Umar Khalid did not make that speech.
Yes, sir.
So your assessment of things should be objective,
Okay.
broadly speaking rational,
Yes, sir.
not influenced by social media rhetoric.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा था ना कि bail is the rule and jail is the exception. So in this case, hierarchy of involvement. So hierarchy of involvement में Umar Khalid is less involved than Sharjil Imam.
Yes, sir.
We should get that benefit, logically speaking.
Yes, sir.
You can say this with the addenda that with due respect to the Supreme Court. This is what I feel.
Okay, sir.
That's it.
And so I have one more question. Was my pace and delivery and voice modulation good enough?
Everything was good enough, but in spite of all this, as he pointed out, a certain lack of confidence reflected.
Okay, sir.
Get that.
Okay, sir.
So voice modulation वगैरह सब अपने आप आ जाता है.
जी सर.
सॉक्स लंबा पहन के जाना, छोटे सॉक्स नहीं चलेंगे.
नहीं
नहीं जरूरी है, सही कह रहे हैं.
यस सर.
इन सब चीजों का तो ध्यान रखना ही चाहिए.
जी सर.
ठीक है. और कुछ पूछना है?
नहीं सर. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू.
चलो.
थैंक यू सर. गुड. थैंक यू.
गुड. वेरी गुड.
थैंक यू सर.